How are you? How was your week? How's life?
It was a good week. Did you have a good week now that you look back
Fantastic
at it?
week, right? It was a
Went by
good
really
week.
fast.
It
So
did.
fast.
It did. And there's still a to-do list, right? And all I
Right?
think about and all I think about is like maybe I can sleep in tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah. For a little bit.
A
Yeah.
little bit.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna share a little secret with you guys. Is Paul gets to see behind the scenes a little bit of like my setup and everything that's happening and stuff like that. And so he made fun of me because I'm sitting on three pillows, and he's like, "Buy a chair already." And
Seriously, I
so
was like, you're a grown ass woman. Buy a
buy a
chair.
chair. Don't stop sitting because I'm I'm
You're
a
like, I'm
mini.
that geek and I can do these things for you and I'm the go-to gal and blah, blah, and you're like, and I'm sitting on three
Oh,
pillows.
three
And I'm like,
pillows.
what? Like,
And so I did. I went out and I looked out and I was looking for a chair and trying to find a chair. And I found a chair and I got the chair yesterday and I built it and it sucks.
oh no. Why? Why does it suck?
It's like it's so uncomfortable. And I was
Well,
like,
it might need to break in. They're always the padding is like, they got to break in. It's like,
yeah, but so I can show you the chair. So the chair is kind of like what does it look like? It's like a saddle, right? Like a horse kind of thing where
yeah.
you've seen it, right?
No, I don't live in your house, so
No,
I
no,
have
no.
not seen the
I shared
chair.
with you, like, what
You
I
showed
what
me
about.
a kind of a distant picture. Yeah, but I'm just gonna hold it right up.
See, it has a saddle kind of thingy.
Jesus Christ, Ifat, why would you
Because I was like, hey, this will
buy
be
that?
right, like reviews and stuff like that.
Is it supposed to be good for you? Is it like
Yeah, like
ergonomically?
agronomic. Now I have like oil on my hand. But yeah, it's supposed to be agronomic, right? You're sitting, kind of like a thing. Your back's supposed to be straight and all that stuff. I did not last more than 30 minutes. And so
Because you're used to sitting on. Wait, though. That's because you're used to sitting on three pillows, and you've been doing that for months. So
wait. Are you saying I'm supposed to give it another chance?
yeah. You need to let your body make the transition
Really?
to the proper ergonomic. That's part of like why you got the chair was to be healthier. So
But I was like, well, the chair sucks. I can't sit on it for more than
No.
like 30 seconds.
no,
No?
you gotta at least you gotta use it for a week. You gotta use
Really?
it for a week, and then if at the end of a week you hate it every bit as much as the first day, then you can change it. But you gotta use it for at least a week. You gotta let
Alright.
your body have time. All your ergonomics are out. You gotta let your body adjust over.
All right.
It's worth
All
it.
right.
It's worth
Okay,
it.
I will give it a try. I will give it a try.
Do you think Oprah is sitting on three pillows in the Harpo
But
office?
her sofa is super comfortable, isn't it? Like, comfortable. So actually, before we continue, we want to show you something. Friday is where you guys win, and we are going to spin the wheel in about 20 minutes, and every person who comments gets to be in the wheel. And let's show them what they can win, Paul. What can they win to? Should we tell them what they win today, or just stick around and then
No,
when they
we have
win?
to. It's you. Look, just be glad to win something. Shut your mouth and be grateful. You'll find out at the end.
And so
Until it's Friday.
And Mike Steffen is here giving us the thumb up. So hey, Mike, thanks. And there's someone from Twitch saying one answer that fits all questions. What is that answer? I don't know. But we'll see. So what we're talking about today is we are talking about a few things. We're wrapping up our week, right? We're sharing what's going on. And so the first thing that happened to me this week was getting on entrepreneurial TV for their documentary series Influencers. And if you guys are interested in like how to get on TV or what goes into that or all that jazz, actually sharing the behind the scenes topics and everything, like what I'm working on, what they're asking me to do, what information I'm gathering, how we're going about creating the story. If you want to do that, there is a Telegram group, of course, that you can join. When you come to BeTheNakedTruth.com/live, you'll see a link to that. And I'm kind of sharing, hey Zorza, and I'm kind of sharing behind the scenes of like what it takes, right? So for example, one of the things that I have to do is go through all my photo albums and find images that we can use in the video. So stuff like, I'll share with you, me in basic training. Let me find that out. So this is me in basic training. So I need to find like all those, like, you know, my little army video.
What is that? What does that say about the Israeli army? Your basic training photo, you're just like fondling a tree?
So
No
this
one's
is
gonna be
basic,
afraid of
like,
you guys.
so this is
Come
at the beginning,
on.
right? This is like my first week in base, and I don't know if you can see, but you see, I don't even have ranks yet. So I have a little thingy there that just shows, like, you know, we enrolled her. Let's see what happens with it. So I am actually going around and looking at all these photos and sharing, you know, some of the stuff from South America and military and growing up in Israel and all that stuff. And then we're going to put that into a story that's going to turn into a mini documentary. So if you're interested in all the behind the scenes, and if you guys want to have your own TV documentary thing, I'm also sharing how that happened and how you can approach it and what should you expect and all that stuff. So the company that I'm working with is fantastic. They are doing remote filming, which is fascinating to me. And we are talking about, you know, what we need, what we don't need, how we're going to film it, what we're going to do. And after that, they're going to take that, turn it into a story, edit, and then distribute on all, you know, online, offline TV, all that stuff. So if you're interested in that, I can tell you everything about it right here, BeTheNakedTruth.com/live. There's a link. You can hop into the Telegram group, ask me any questions, see the behind the scenes, have fun with it. So Rosa Brigitte is here. Chetna Deda is here saying hi. Someone for tweet saying forgive and give a second chance. Okay. Second chance to the chair, I'm assuming.
Right? That must be give the chair a second chance.
Second chance to the
Yeah.
chair. So let's see.
Yeah.
So that was one. And then, okay, your turn. This week.
I just keep picturing you. They were like, look, it's your first week. Just guard the tree. And you're like, all right, I'll just guard the tree.
No, come on. You know, so I'll tell you, do you want a story from basic trade? Okay, I don't want to share stuff because then it's like it's going to destroy everything you think about.
Yeah,
Israeli
that's
army.
your decision. I can't be responsible for what you decide to, you know, put out on the internet.
I know,
that's your
right?
thing.
No, it was hard. It was difficult. We were, you know, actually, the one thing that happened to me in the military is that I learned to sleep standing because we were so tired. I actually found myself one time like opening my eyes and realizing I'm standing
Wow.
in a training and I'm asleep.
Wow.
So yeah, so it was hard. It was difficult. It was great.
Cool.
It was super awesome. And I think everybody should do that in America. Like, you imagine someone coming from, you know, New York to Waco and spends a year serving, right? Or someone from Waco going to, I don't know, LA or Miami, right? Like, what will that do for you basically interacting with other people?
Right.
So,
Right. Yeah.
it's a good
It's
good
it's
thing.
fascinating.
It is. So your turn.
The other big thing this week is already we're like taking we have a whole new site.
We have a whole new site.
How do you feel about it now that we're into the first week is coming to a close?
I love the fact that we have a new site. We have a home, right? We have a home.
It's nice
We
to have a
home.
dedicated space, right? It's cool.
Yeah,
It's cool.
it's very nice.
I hope people will leave comments about their site experience because while I think it's great, I'm sure there's some way we can improve it, right? And we want people to love hanging out at the site. And so I don't know. It's weird when you build things, right? You get so into building them that
Yeah.
then it's like you don't see it the way other people do because you're so into it.
That's true. And so even though it's easy for us to, sorry, I was running, I'm trying to add all the people who are commenting to our wheel. So everybody who's commenting right now, I'm actually adding you to our wheel to get your names in the drawing, and it just went out and went like crazy. So so let me show you how you can get into our wheel of names. So first of all, here we are. So when you come here to our website and you comment right here below all the, on our videos. You can click here, join us in our live conversation right now and ask us anything you want. Just by clicking this link, you can hop in, you can watch us here right now. No, you can't because it's not available. You can click here and watch us. I don't know why it's not available. I think we made it. Yeah, I
We'll
think
fix that. Better yet, Ifat will fix that because she
Ifaz will
really
fix it. Yes.
knows it way better
You know
than me.
why? Because I think this one is like not allowed embedding, so we'll change those for the future ones. But
Oh,
if you come in here and right here on the top, you see Ask and Win on our website. And if you click that, you can come here and ask any question that you want. And Adil already did, which is fantastic. How to build a simple funnel on WordPress. We're going to tackle that next Wednesday. But if you have any questions or anything that you want, this is the place. Ask and Win right here on the top. And if you want to watch us live, you just click on the live and it will work next time. Right here. And here you can join the Telegram group and find out everything about what's going on behind the scenes. And we're going to tell you exactly what's going on our Fridays. So we hope you hop in and like our new home and tell us what you think about it because we kind of like it. And speaking of kind of liking it, our shows are, we're getting places. So our tool segment that happened this Tuesday actually turned into something super cool. So if you
Right?
remember, right?
very cool.
Very cool. If you remember, we talked about Discreet, which is a fantastic tool. And if you don't know what it is and you want to know what it is, you can come to our website and you can click right here, past shows, and you can watch everything and you can kind of like click on Tuesday Tools and see exactly what we were talking about, right? So Descript is a fantastic, fantastic, fantastic tool that we love because it makes your life super easy. You can come here, you can watch how to use it, you can go directly to their website. And we talked about how awesome the tool is, what you can do with it, how it makes your life so much easier. And I reached out to Discreet and I said, hey guys, do you have an affiliate program? Because I'm talking about you, and if you have something like that, fantastic. And so they came back and said, we don't. What would you like it to be? And I said, I don't know. Here's some example of different programs and how they run it. And by the way, I love you so much. I already talked about you. Here's my link. And they came back and said, oh my God, this is fantastic. How do you do it? And I said, well, that's what we do. And they said, this is super great. Can we give you 3 months for free to try our tools? And here are some more tips of how you can use it. And I said, thank you.
And you said, yes, you can.
Yes, you can. Totally appreciate
Yes,
it.
you may. I will allow it.
What's the next step? How do I log in, right? Show me the money. And so what's super cool about these guys is like, there are some features that are happening with like some things that you can do with live streaming that can generate relationships with companies and influencers or other services that are not direct relation to becoming a client. And this is one of them. So if you are thinking about using live streaming to build relationships and reach out, affiliate marketing is one way, and you just saw how it can pan out into something cool. So that was a fantastic thing that just happened this week that was completely unexpected.
Right? It's a
Completely
nice thing.
cool.
Well, it's an important reminder though, if I like you're good about that. You're good about like you do what you say you think is important. Like you want to build connections all the time. And so you took the time to reach out and all you did was ask and something good came out of it. It's okay to ask. Worst that happens is they say no.
Right.
Right. And you're
Yeah.
really good about that. I think that's an important thing for people to have role modeled, like it's okay to just reach out and go, hey, and ask and,
Yeah, and you know what? One of the things is like value first, right? So it's not like, hey, become my client, pay me money, but it's like, hey, I love you so much. This is how much I love you. And there's so many other relationships. There's a plugin that I want to share with you guys. That same thing I fell in love with. The developer is one guy, right? One or two guys developing this stuff. And it's basically makes ClickFunnels obsolete. And it brings all the traffic to your own website, and it's easy, and I love them, and I'm like, I want to share them with the world. And so I reach out, and I'm like, same thing. I was like, hey, do you have this? Do you have that? How does that work? Can we work together? Can you have this thing, that thing? And now we build a relationship, and I am sharing him with other people that can help him grow the business. So it's a fantastic way when you find something that you really are passionate about and you are going to talk about it anyway. Why not get a kick back if they have that option? And you'll never know unless you ask. So ask.
Nice job.
So ask.
Nice job.
Yeah. Adil, do you
Not
have
a
any
bad
questions?
week in that regard. Got a new chair. Got coverage on a TV episode.
Destroyed my ass because I can't sit on the chair.
And you yes, and then you got a nice connection with the people at Descript all in 1 week. You did
in 1
okay.
week. It's a good day. It's a good week. What about you? How's your week?
My week was good. I don't know if it was as good as yours, but I'm in my same chair. But it was a good week. I'm still I'm working really hard on the same projects that I've talked about before, and just every day flies by, but it's all good stuff. It's good. Yeah.
Time does fly, doesn't it? When you are busy, time does fly pretty quickly. It does, especially when you start your day at 10 a.m. For some reason, it's gone like that. No, I wish. But so should we do our wheel of fortune?
Yeah, we'll do it and then we'll be done.
Yes, and we're going to start our weekend. So here is our wheel. So here's what we're doing, guys. What we're doing is everybody that comments and engages with us and asks us any questions on all platforms, we remember you. And so we put your name into this wheel of names, and randomly this wheel is going to choose a winner.
Ooh.
So Rosa, this is what you get. What does she get, Paul?
Rosa gets a copy of 3 New People by our good friend Brian Miller. This is Brian's first book. It's been critically acclaimed. It has great comments from people like Seth Godin have supported this book. Really psyched for Brian in his first book, and we've had Brian on the episode. Some of you have seen him, and I'm sure he'll be on again. This is a great book, talks about the value of making connections with people, of building it into your everyday life, striving to make new connections with people, and how it not only makes your life richer, but will help you with your business too. So really cool book. We will ship this to Rosa.
So Rosa, this is what we need you to do. Rosa Berriget, who is watching us right now, what we need you to do is we need your address in order to send you the book. So hop on in, find us on Facebook or email us. Basically info@bethenakedtruth.com. Email us and give us the address, and then we can ship it to you. And Adil has a question. Adil, what is your question? Let me unmute you and let's see if we can answer your question. So, okay. Hey,
Hi.
buddy. How are you?
Hi, doing all right. Hello, Paul.
Hello.
Hi. So, yeah, I was just following up with what you were discussing earlier and trying to find out, how do you reach out to the resources in the companies like Descript or any other plugin that you are referring to? How do you find the right resource that you can reach out and talk?
So,
And how do you initiate the
Good
conversation?
question.
Yeah, it doesn't happen right away, right? Like sometimes it's going to be kind of like you go to support, they have a chat option, right? So the first thing that I would do is I would go to their website and I would look for affiliate link. If they have an affiliate link, I'm going to click on the affiliate link and just create an account. If they don't, then they usually have a contact us or they have a chat option. And I'll just start chatting and be like, hey, do you have an affiliate program? And if they say no, then I say, okay. And if they say yes, and I'm like, okay, how do I sign up? And sometimes, like what happened with Discreet, they didn't have affiliate on their website. They did not have a chat. So I emailed to support and I said, hey, do you have affiliates? The support guy said, we don't, let me transfer you to this guy that is working on it. That guy emailed me back and said, what are you looking for? So, it's not like,
You had to stick
great.
with it a little bit.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's good.
Nice. I mean, like, also, I mean, as far as productivity, it seems like, I mean, I find myself busy, but it doesn't mean that I'm productive. I mean, like, if you can, I know you have one day you have dedicated to something like that, so maybe now or at that day you can address this issue.
Oh, talk about how to be creative. How
Productive.
to-
That's we should. You know, it's funny. Ifat and I keep a list of we're generating ideas for future episodes, and literally yesterday, Adil, I put we should talk about productivity more often. So we'll get there. Yeah, I like how you're thinking.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
That's it.
and- Awesome. Yeah, and just so you know, like you always think that other people are more productive than you are. Sometimes it's not the case. Like sometimes you're like, oh wow, they're doing all these things, and like I don't feel I'm as productive as I could be. And I'm talking to other people, right? Like, I mean, other marketers group and clients and all that stuff. Nobody feels like they're as productive as they could be. So you could put a system in place, which is something that, Paul, you and I talked about that when we talked about like the hours, right? Like the 20 minutes working, 20 minutes break. We talked about
Yeah, there's different factors that go into it. I mean, literally people write books about it,
Right.
but I think that what Ifat said is an important, like, part of being kind to yourself is remembering what Ifat said and knowing that we're often more critical of ourselves about stuff like that than we should be. And at the same time, I also know from being in small business for 16 years and talking with a lot of other small business owners, it is definitely the biggest deficit that small business owners have. Like there are always ways that you can be more productive, no matter how productive you are. And a lot of small business owners are way less productive than they should be. So
Yeah.
it's an important thing. It's good that you have that instinct, Adil, that you're like, I probably could work on that. Like, it's good. It's good.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, so put that question in our ask thing, so that's we're on it.
Okay.
Right, like it's one of the
Will do.
things. And guys, when you're watching this, right, like if you're coming to our website and putting your questions, you can vote on the questions that you want people to, like, if you want us to answer. So if you have a question and someone already put that question in, just come in, plus it, right? Like, let us know this is something you want, and the more votes we get, the more we know it's important for people, and we can focus on those topics even more. So if you have any questions whatsoever that you want us to ask and you don't want to hop on in, come to our website, Beat the Naked Truth, click on Ask and Win, and just in the comments, just let us know what is it that we can help you with, and we will be delighted to do so.
Yeah, I didn't know it was a new website, and it's my question is the first one over there.
Yeah, I'm so glad you did
That's
that.
good. Let's for all eternity. You've got the spot. That's the thing. Yeah, good.
Yeah. Super awesome. So thanks again for hopping in. And this is our Friday finish. We're finishing strong this week. So it's fantastic. And Monday, we have a few musings for you, right, Paul?
We will. We already have some technically, and I'm sure over the weekend more will
music.
unfold. So who knows what could happen between now and Monday. It's crazy times we live in.
It is true. It is true. We're going to talk to you about New Zealand and what the Prime Minister is doing there, which is pretty interesting. So hop on in Monday, Be the Naked Truth /live, BeTheNakedTruth.com/live. This is our Friday finale. Thanks for engaging with us. Congratulations to Rosa. Make sure that you give us your address so we can send it to you. And all of you guys, if you want another prize next Friday, you know where to be. We will see you then.